Welcome back, True Seeker. Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. The big news story this morning, the bomb scares at CNN, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton's locations, as well as now Debbie Wasserman Schultz. It's more news by the numbers. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with today's propaganda, why we're reading about this on today, Wednesday, October 24th. Going to go over here to the desktop to begin the presentation. In case you're new here, it's also Wednesday. Every Wednesday night, I got the 3-hour radio program on Truth Frequency Radio. It begins at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Free to listen to, free to call into. It's a caller-friendly show. It's a caller-driven show. If you got any additional information on what I'm about to expose, I'd love to hear your voice tonight and what you got to share. We got to get the word out on how we are bombarded with propaganda by a code every single day. If you're new here, the code is GEmatria, the practice of coding numbers into words. It's the code that's used every single day to script all of the propaganda you see in the headlines. So today, October 24th, it's the day leaving 68 days left in the year. And I think out of all the people targeted here, the most concerning is Barack Obama. You know, I still wonder what the fate of number 44 is going to be. But anyhow, today, October 24th, the day leaving 68 days left in the year, Barack Obama 68, CIA 68. And don't forget what went down in this nation in 1968, the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the assassination of Bobby Kennedy, who was the first person to essentially speak out about the death of Martin Luther King Jr., 1968 was also the year 911 was made the national emergency dialing code, World Trade Center construction began, and George W. Bush graduated from Yale and Skull and Bones. Of course, George W. Bush, his birthday, not coincidentally, is 68 days before September 11th. Consider his father gave the speech on September 11th, 1990, 11 years to the day of the big attack. His father, who used to be the president, and before that, the vice president, before that, the head of the CIA, but he gave that speech September 11th, 1990, about a new world order, a world freer of terrorism. So anyhow, we have the latest Manchurian president in office, born and bred to be, no different than Barack, no different than George W., no different than Bill Clinton, no different than George H.W. Bush. Now it's the chumpster, Donald Trump. This ritual has everything to do with him. You know, the guy who was talking big and tough on the campaign trail, you know, throwing out death threats, talking about locking people up. So anyway, this is all contrived propaganda. It's all working on the divisions in this nation, the people who are all riled up, the people who, you know, love one side, hate the other. Let me show you how this is all synced up with the chump here. Today's date has 72 numerology. Donald Trump's 72 years old right now. President Trump in GEmatria sums to 72. Today also has a life lesson number of 45. Of course, Donald Trump, number 45. These other numbers are interesting, but let's just move ahead and we'll see how they sync this up with Trump. Trump's birthday is June 14th, the same day as the flags. From his birthday to today is his 133rd day of his age. And look at what we have here. In GEmatria, White House is 133, President's 133, Government's 133. If you were following me back in 2015, we were pointing out that when Donald Trump announced he was running for president, Forbes came out with an article that Donald Trump was the 133rd richest man in the world. And then shortly after that, he appeared on Fox News, and it was a big news story that it was Donald Trump's 133rd appearance on Fox News. And I was saying then, are these signs that he's destined for the White House? These are things we've been talking about since 2015, these same repetitive patterns. Notice today is also Trump's 19th week of his age. Again, as we talk about, 19 is the chaos number. That's why they lied to us and said there were 19 hijackers on 9/11. These are our 4 base ciphers, the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. They're all important, but our most pure cipher is this dark blue one, 19, the chaos number. And just for the record, notice that chaos is also 46 with the alphabetic order. The Masonic motto for order out of chaos In Latin, it's spelled like that. Ordo ab cal, 46. Just like chaos. They love to create hysteria and then guide us along, create the fear, scare the people, make them think they need Big Brother. Today's news, we're talking about how the government intercepted these packages that could have killed Hillary and Barack. Yeah, I'm sure. So anyway, it's all synced up with the chump. Hillary Clinton, her 71st birthday is about to happen. But with Barack Obama, the man in focus, here's what jumps out in a big way. He's 57 years old. If you don't participate in GEmatria school, last night we were talking a lot about the significance of rigged elections and the number 57. 4 of the first 6 U.S. presidents inaugurated at age 57. Remember what's up with that number. With the alphabetic order, George equals 57, as in George Washington, the first recognized president, even though he wasn't really the first. He was the Freemason. Freemasonry has its headquarters in Washington, D.C., named after George Washington. The headquarters is theirs for the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, Scottish Rite 57. 4 of the first 6 presidents, again, inaugurated age 57. It's a number we're talking about all the time in regards to Washington, D.C., and rituals by the numbers. So Obama, he's this magical age of 57 right now. And notice Obama's birthday, August 4th, 8/4. Again, in our most pure cipher, United States of America is 84. It's a nation founded by Masons, Masonry 84. In the Jewish cipher, we've talked about this for years, Obama and Bomb both sum to 84. And of course, Barack Hussein Obama, installed as the president after the mass years of propaganda blaming Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein for the events of 9/11. Then next thing you know, your president's Barack Hussein Obama, all part of the mass mocking. Obama, bomb, bombed buildings, lies, mockery. 8/4 birthday. Now today he gets a bomb. And how many days from his birthday? 81 days from his birthday. Do you guys remember what I showed you on August 1st? You can go back to my video from August 1st about Obama. On August 1st, 8/1, Obama endorses 81 candidates. And what did I say then? That's the big ritual number. So here we are, 81 days from his birthday. And what do we get? Another ritual involving him. Notice the 2 months and 20 days down here as well. Again, this comes back to the chump. Donald John Trump's his full name. Also 220 in our base ciphers. And I can't believe I forgot that. In light of today being the day that leaves 68 days left in the year, notice Donald John Trump's also 68. Donald J. Trump, his author name, also 68. Not an accident. Not at all. All perfectly synced rituals. So, what also came out of this was supposedly a bomb scare at Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office. And notice she's 52 years old right now, coming back up to that date numerology. 52. Teach you something about 52 real quick. These are our base 4 ciphers. Government has the gematria 52. Authority has the gematria 52. President has the gematria 52. White House has the gematria 52. This language of letters and numbers comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah says that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. Kabbalah 52. If you've ever heard the term the Cabal 52, it comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah was knowledge only intended for elites, rulers, such as presidents, which is the big focus of today's story. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words, which comes from Kabbalah, which we're looking at. And the physical model for Kabbalah is the tree of life, 52. The Jewish word for that is the Etah Chaim. Keep in mind it's mostly a Jewish practice. It's no secret who controls the money, the government, the media. Etah Chaim, 52. The chosen ones, of course. I would never speak poorly about the chosen people. I've read the Talmud. They're chosen. We're not. We're the Goyim slaves. So anyway, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, her birthday is September 27th, the Jesuit order's birthday. You got to love that. She's 52 years old. And how many days away was her birthday on the 27th? Oh, it was 27 days away. So look at the ritual again. Ritual, 81 days from Barack's birthday, 27 days from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Ritual also sums to 45. It's been nothing but rituals by the numbers since Trump took office. Berlin Wall equals 45. Donald Trump announces the 45th president-elect on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Also, with regards to the bomb scare at Time Warner, remember, CNN is the CIA. Absolutely. What jumps out at me about the name Time Warner, I might have talked about this before, but I'd forgotten if I did. I noticed that Time Warner has the gematria of 144, just like time in Jewish gematria is 144. And the square root of 144 is 12, like how there's 12 hours in the morning, 12 in the evening, 12 months in the year, like how there's 1,440 minutes in every single day. And just think about that name, Time Warner, warning us throughout time. There are a lot bigger rituals coming. These things are just stepping stones, building the narrative. I know I've said it many times before. I don't think we'll see Barack Obama live to be that old, being number 44. That's the big kill number with the alphabetic order, kill 44. MLK killed on April 4th, 4-4. Did I just say MLK? Yeah, MLK killed on April 4th in 1968. Malcolm X killed on a date with a life lesson number of 44. His assassin, Thomas Hagen, got 44 years in prison. Again, we're looking at the date August 11th, 2019 for a lot of reasons. Obama's going to turn 58 years old 7 days before that. Donald Trump, the winner of the 58th U.S. presidential election. You got to see my work on August 11, 2019 to know what I'm talking about. But I suspect they'll still use Obama in some divisive race ritual, some murder assassination ritual. He's got the number stuck on him, 44. You don't want that number. A lot of politicians have been killed in connection to that number, including JFK, who was the winner of the 44th U.S. presidential election by the numbers. And keep in mind, this week began with a bomb scare at George Soros's house by the numbers. And realize all these people getting the bomb scares are considered liberal left, even though they're not really. They're just part of the corporate tyranny, the military-industrial complex. There's no left in this world, you know. It's just one big military corporate dictatorship, two sides of the same coin, dividing people over rhetoric that's mostly useless. But anyway, the bomb scare for Soros to start the week was October 22nd. Bomb has the gematria of 22. It was 1022. 10 plus 22 is 32. Bomb's also 32 in the base ciphers. And for the record, so is Obama. You know, Obama is synced with bomb in multiple ways. And our two most simple base ciphers, Obama is the same as bomb, and then in Jewish gematria it's the same. But it's not hard to see what's going on here. This money scare, this scare for George Soros, the man made of money, it came on his 72nd day of his age, and it came just hours before Wall Street bombed, falling 500 points. You know, George Soros, a big investor, gets this scare on his 72nd day of his age. News for a Monday. Had the 46th thing going on here, too. We just talked about chaos. These people love the order out of chaos. His bomb scare was in the Westchester neighborhood. Again, it's all Freemasonry. George Soros, 143, just like Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 143. We're always talking about the same things because this code's carried out by the same people, by the same repetitive numbers day after day. And I'm sure there's all sorts of live streams going on videos on this thing, but no one's going to expose it as clearly as I do. You know, every single day I expose the news very clearly and very consistently and show how it's all done and how the rituals are all synced up. And the difference between my presentation and the average other presentation going on out there is they don't have any evidence for anything they're saying, you know. That's why I figured out how to do this, because I needed some evidence to expose what I already knew and saw. You know, just working people up, dividing people, scaring people. That's what the news does every day. It's not hard to see how this works. And what's the other thing going on here? Now we're a few years in the making of this narrative in the media that this conspiracy element on the web, and they'll always say it's right. This political right. I don't consider myself right or part of the political right. I do consider myself part of the truth-seeking, the concerned citizen the citizen who sees the tyranny community. That's the community I consider myself a part of. But we see what the media is doing. This political right conspiracy theorist element is getting dangerous. They're attacking people. They're bringing guns into public places. They're threatening. They're sending packages in the mail. All of these narratives are building. I suspect, maybe later today, tomorrow, a few days, they'll have another story coming out. We'll have some guy's face in the news who supposedly sent the packages, probably get some backstory about how he's a big Trump supporter. He was at the Donald Trump rallies chanting, "Lock her up" to Hillary Clinton. And it just goes on in these tired circles. Divisive rhetoric, predictable stories, and when you learn the code, you see how they're all done by the numbers. Again, I should have had up here the fact, and I guess I didn't show you guys, but just so you know, today is the day leaving 68 days left in the year. The CIA's favorite number, and their favorite CIAS at right now is Donald John Trump 68, who also goes by Donald J. Trump 68. So I think we're going to leave it here, Truth Seeker. The one thing that you can't pick up on in this presentation is how good my house smells right now, because my lady is home early from school, and she is cooking us up some early lunch, and we are about to eat, and I am very happy about that. But until she calls me here, I'll just take a peek in the chat, see if anybody has some brilliant observations. I'm looking for comments related to what's going on here. I see that we have over 300 people watching and we have 60 likes. That's pretty disappointing. I think we should have 300 likes. Where else did you get information this good today? So when you guys like the video, it makes it more likely to show up in the feeds of strangers, and we're trying to get the word out here. You doing something as simple as clicking the like button helps the video get the attention it deserves. Thank you for all the people in the chat asking for people to hit the like. Okay, we just went up over 100. That's nice. Yeah, Donald Trump avoided the war with bone spurs. Can do those things when you're rich. Mega Millions won today. Take a peek at that. Thanks, Jules. Let's see here. Seeing if anybody's got anything here. WWE Saudi Arabia shaming. I'll have to look it up. I don't know about it. All right, you guys. I'm looking for those comments. Who's got the information? Yeah, Special K says they did this bomb on your anniversary. You know what's funny, Special K? I've noticed that pretty much every year on the 1-year anniversary of my blog, there's a big news story. And I don't think it's because of my blog's anniversary. I think it's because when I started my blog, I didn't realize the significance of 68. But I think it's because my blog's anniversary is on this special CIA day, and all this propaganda is about mind control, and that's what the CIA is here for, to mind control the masses. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go eat, and then I'll come back with another live stream not too long from now, and I'll look into the lottery and see what we got there, because I'm sure it's a gem. So I will be back. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to pick up the book, too. For all you people on the fence about the book, you should come read the reviews. Come read the reviews about the book. Come read the reviews. A lot of people really liking the book here. And I know you'll like the book too. This book, it'll take you to a whole new level in knowledge as a truth seeker. Give you the code you need to know, the knowledge you need to know, what's been going on in this world. I don't think anybody's been watching with eyes more widely open than I have since September 11, 2001. Tell you what, I was just 18 years old that day, but I made it my mission to expose this cabal that I saw was working by numbers. Took me a long time to figure it out. So come pick up that book, Truth Seekers. We got to get that sales number up. Again, you guys, I had a publisher tell me that if I can prove that this book has a market for 10,000 sales, they'd be interested. And so far, we've proven it has a market for 4,000 and a little more sales. I don't even want to say that second part of the number. I can't believe we're on that right now. Their favorite number. But we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Be back soon enough. Have no fear. The Call It Ball will be finished once the word gets out on what they're doing. Until next time.